What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of Peckham RYE TV. Today we're hosted by LESSA F11. We're away from home. We're looking to get back to winning ways. Let's put last week behind us.
How you feeling today?
Feeling alright.
After last week's penalty shootout failure.
It was pretty rough still, I'll be honest with you, but we'll pick up.
Boys up for the game
Go
today?
Again today, yeah. I reckon we got a good chance of winning today, definitely.
3 points on the board.
3 points, easy.
All right, let's go. Charlie boy coming down for his second game of the season. How you feeling today, Char?
Good.
What do you think the score's going to be today?
2-1.
2-1 to who?
To you guys.
First goal scorer?
Duke.
Alright, enjoy the game, Char.
Some bold predictions from the boys there. I'd say that they've probably got a good chance, like you say. I think they can turn it around from last week. As long as they stick to their game plan, everything should go according to plan.
Right, everything today, lads. Everything. 3 points is a must, yeah?
Yeah. And if anyone's not feeling good, we've got subs on the bench. You want to go a few minutes for that? Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And
Wait.
subs, what's the game already?
Anyway, we're going with Dukey and Neil up top today with Craig in behind. We've got for John, Charlie, Dean and Ricky out on the left, with Gibbs, Jim, Owen at the back, and of course Mick in goal. Peckham, of course, going to look to assert their authority on this game early on. And, you know, every result's a cup final from now to build towards the end of the season. Just need to pick up as many points as possible and try and see it out. Anyway, it's a good bit of pressure from John as he picks it up, intercepts a bit of play, skips it down the left-hand side, looks, hold it up, wait for the arrival, put the ball in the area, but it's met by a lesser player. Anyway, Peckham looking to go on a counter-attack early on. Great little knock inside for Craig. Craig sees the run of Charlie, he can pick him out as well. He's got the pace on the geezer, however, he does manage to get there as well and puts it out for a corner to Peckham. Anyway, throwing from Rick to come down the line. We managed to get a little flick on there. Neil holds it up. And this is a bit of class here. He goes past the one, then goes past that two, turns, get away from traffic, just pops it off. That's what you need to do, keep it simple. The ball comes in from Dino, unfortunately, he's just overhit. However, Duke does manage to get there. You know, he's always got to beat his man, he's always going to go past one, try to stick it in the mixer. Goes on the run, has the shot. Unfortunately, it's wide. Anyway, from the resulting goal kick, John there latching onto it, piling the pressure on. He's forced a mistake from the keeper, he's fired it into the path of Duke. He's found a yard, he's had the shot, and the keeper's coming across himself and Duke. He's shot near post, so he's beat him. 1-0 Peckham. Anyway, LESSA not looking to just take it, looking to get straight back into it from the kickoff. They play it out to the left back here. He gets away with a really cheeky pass, and that's very fortunate. This is a cheeky little reverse pass, but he just didn't have the pace in him. Anyway, John Woody there, great little bit of skill in his own half. Very risky, but paying off. Owen then going to cut him across, play it into the path of Danny. Just drop of the shoulder, plays it into the path of Ricky. Isn't going to get it out. Look for that right-hand channel. And he does, he finds a player, brings it down very well, Neil. Again, going on another one of those remolding runs, goes past another two players. Looks for the very, very clever intricate ball, but however, a flick is not met. Charlie then bringing it out of the air with a touch of class, manages to get it from underneath his feet. Reverse ball played into him, he cuts it back outside to the right hand side, going to get the ball into the area, and the block made, unfortunately. Anyway, some very composed play from Peckham at 1-0, popping it back off to a centre half Owen. He plays it across the gym. Rather than playing it across the back, he finds a very good constructive pass to Charlie. Looks to play the ball in behind. However, a handball is given and a free kick to Peckham. Danny then demonstrating why he's been moved to centre back, and a shocking effort from the free kick, but you know, it's invited a counter attack, but we get there anyway. Anyway, Jim, very brave there, marauding through the middle. He manages to pick out a pass in Duke. Duke turns out, he's going to sprint it down the line. You know, he's always going to cut inside and look for a goal. As he does, as the shot, and the keeper parries it out for a corner. Anyway, Charlie out for a sub in B-Tech Bond, by the look of that picture, but that's Josh. Anyway, Dukey there, brings it down, plays it out wide to the postman, he's going to get there. Anyway, postman manages to pick a pass out in the middle. John, going to go on a little run, he's got himself a few yards as the shot. Unfortunately, it doesn't leave the floor. Dino gets there, manages to find the pass out to Rick. Rick then going to hold it up. He's going to look to get the ball in the area, however he may do it. Cuts it onto his left and It's not the pass anticipated, but anyway, defenders get it only as far as Danny, our centre back, mind you. He pops it off anyway to John. He goes to have another little run, but can't quite get himself a yard. Manages to get to the byline, pull it back, and Duke unfortunately snatches at it and it goes wide. Anyway, a suspect throw in from LESSA there. Neil does well to latch onto it, picks it up, plays a ball into the channel. Dukey gets there, rounds the keeper. This is ridiculous. He should never be allowed to do that. He gets the shot off, it hits the post, pops back off the Craig, 3 yards out of an open goal. He's not going to miss that, you'd like to think. Buries it, and it's 2-0 Peckham.
Yeah, 2-0.
Anyway, another substitute for Peckham as they bring Josh off and Uber into the field of play. Anyway, LESSA to kick things back off again at 2-0. Or as every Sunday League team in Britain would say, it's still 0-0. So we're looking to get straight back onto it. Craigie there chasing it down, putting the pressure on, and they do walk that out in fact for a Peckham throw-in. Anyway, throw in there, great little flick on from Craig. Neil pops it off to John. He's going to find a pass, pick the feet out of Duke. Unfortunately, the touch doesn't get entirely in his favour. Ricky there goes to ground, unfortunately doesn't come away with it. They pop it back off to John, who's again he's gonna rinse his man every time. Like I said, turn him inside out. Great little flick, gets to get it in the area, and unfortunately do get it clear. On a visual representation of what their weekend's gonna go like, that is it. Now look at this, throw-in comes in, massive header from Dino there, superb, puts it in behind for Duke to run onto. It's 1-on-1, slots it past the keeper comfortably, cool, calm and collected. 3-0 Peckham. Let's see this one out, boys. Anyway, they're looking to get back into it again. Like I say, it's still 0-0. Despite 3 goals having gone in. That's the handicap. We're looking to get our lead extended. Progress up the table. Great clearance from Dino there. Meets the path of the keeper, but we don't mind it in there off. Throw in for Peckham. When you're winning, just keep the ball. So Craig here picks out the path of Mick, the goalkeeper. Just keep possession. He plays it into the channel with Danny, who's only ever got one thing on his mind. So he looks at that Hollywood ball in over the top. He sees Dean running away. And had the keeper not positioned himself correctly in the first place, that would have been a superb ball and a superb run. Anyway, it's flicked into the centre. It's brought down. It's popped off to the path of John, who plays like he's playing FIFA with the R2 button stuck, and he's just stuck on sprint mode. He's always trying to go past someone or get to the ball, but again, 2 men go for the ball there. It's caught up in the corner. He's not got much on. He tries to find his way through, but they do eventually get it. I must say the season's going to get all that bit brighter now with the lovely weather. It looks lovely out there today, in fact. Anyway, Dukey goes between the 2 of them there. He should never be able to get there, but he sprints past the 2 of them to get there. Goes past this geezer. He's then going to try and cut it in. Eventually gets something in the middle, but he's tackled and the goalkeeper does manage to get it clear. Anyway, the kick from the keeper comes out the pitch. Jim gets out to meet it very well. John pops it off to Danny. Danny pops it back in the centre for Jim. This is some superb football in our own half. You know, they're not pressing as high as they possibly could, but anyway, Danny picks it up. You can see he thinks about it. He thinks about the long ball, but he plays it in the centre to Jim. And just keep in possession. You know, you're 3-0 up in the first half. It's a superb afternoon so far. He's played into the path of one of our strikers. Dean there, great header. He scuffs the clearance and Dukey there pounces on it, forces the mistake, picks it up, slots it home. That's 4-0 Peckham. It's a very well worked goal. I wonder if Danny was happy about that one.
Well done.
Anyway, they get it back underway. Fair play, heads haven't dropped. It's 4-0 in the first half. They're going to try and keep going with it. He hasn't really got much of a pass on, so he lumps it down the channel. Owen gets there somewhat. I don't think he knew about it, but he got there. Anyway, Danny pops it into Neil. Neil then plays it off. We're playing cool as you like down the back. Mick's got it. He spots the runner Duke. Lumps it straight in over the top, in behind. Dukey's got there. He snatches at the finish though, unfortunately, and it drags wide. Anyway, Neil there picks the path out of Duke. He's running onto it. Their keeper gets there, throws it out to their player. And we're going to put the pressure up him. Heads don't need to drop. Keep the pressure high. We've forced mistakes, boxing them in their own half. Dino then, the machine, sees it, puts a tackle in, puts a second tackle in. He's an animal. And if ever there was a more deserved person to run onto this through ball from Duke, it would be Dino to squeeze it in at the near post, and that has never been a more deserved goal. 5-0 Peckham. Great effort.
That's a celebration.
Anyway, now that Shearer's celebrations are over, we need to get back into it. See the last minute or so out of this half. Keep it at 5-0. Anyway, it's good pressure. Putting it up them. We show them inside, which is where we want them, realistically. Show them into the traffic. Dino again chasing them down. We lump it clear from Uber. And there we go. Half-time whistle it is.
Wait, let's come over. Let's come over.
Hey, Peckham.
Wait, lads, everyone over, come on.
Listen, man.
Wait, let's be tight, Come in, everyone.
I can't fault you at all. But as a half-time talk, we talk at half-time to spare each other even more, innit? Yeah, let's not get comfortable with this game. Let's get comfortable at all. Let's play this game like it's 0-0 again. Yeah, the effort is great, the teamwork is good, everybody's moving. I think what we've improved on most in this game is that we're all moving as a unit. There's not so many gaps on the pitch this game. You get what I'm saying? So if the forwards go up, the midfield stay with each other. I like how the midfield's working. You get me? It's tight, it's functionable. Boys, I just say get some drinks and let's prepare for the next half.
Half time, Duke's come off for Cam. John's come off for Charlie back again. Uber to slide out wide. Ben's come on. Anyway, LESSA kick the second half off for us. Peckham, strong instructions. Play like it's 0-0. You know, just not get comfortable, not get complacent. Anyway, classy little bit of football there. Fortunate from Craig to not get the pass into the path of Cam. Neil there, putting the pressure on. Great little bit of running. He's not as mobile with his ankle injury, but does well there. Dino holding it up, playing it into the path of Craig. Superb. We've not come out and relaxed. It's first minute, we're putting the pressure on. Neil arrives, hold it up, wants to get it in the area, and he does, and the keeper makes an excellent save. Anyway, Owen picks it up at the left back spot, looks to play it down the line. The man on call's given. He can't quite get the turn off, but he does manage to pop it back into the centre half. Owen there with a rocket into Ben, who, class as you like, brings it down, skips it around there, man. Pops it into the path of Neil. Just holding it up. 5-0. Keep the ball. Although Hollywood specialist over there looks to try and force play. Anyway, Peckham there. The attack squandered. Not quite be able to get it through. LESSA do then manage to get the clear. Eventually have an attack down the right side. They square it. The shot's off. And Mick, that is a superb. It's as good a save as you're going to see at Sunday League level. However, the rebounds pop back into the centre. They do manage to get it away, and it is 5-1. It's a goal for LESSA. It's just not let our heads drop, boys. Anyway, Gibson's free kick's floated across the edge of the area. It's not quite met by an attacking header. However, we do keep possession, which is the main thing. The pass is forced into the path of Charlie, who, superb turn, great feet, manages to keep the ball in the tight area, flicks it back off to the path of Neil, sends it in at the back post. However, they do manage to get there first, try and meet Gibson out on it, and they do eventually get the tackle as well. Anyway, Charlie picked it up. He's going to cut it into the centre, find the path of our new debutant signing, Ben. He's going to then pop it into the centre. Jim plays it out wide to Owen, who's going to look for the Travella. And I'll tell you what, if this come off, I'd have been shot. I'd have paid his fees for the rest of the season. That is a very suspect back pass there, but what can you do? Keeper doesn't make a meal out of the shot. Picks it up nice, but again, adding to the very suspect officiating we have witnessed this season. Anyway, since making all the half-time substitutions, Peckham yet to get it back into this half. Not really put their foot through the door. However, it's popped out to the right-hand side. Danny picks it up with one thing on his mind, as per. Plays it into the path of a LESSA player. Not what you want to see. Anyway, that's a great little block there from Peckham, but a free kick was given. Anyway, for one reason or another, Leicester have been awarded a free kick. Anyway, a free kick's been awarded for one reason or another to Leicester out here on the right-hand side. They're going to look to put it in the mixer, make some magic happen, put it in. We getting it on it. They getting it on it. We getting it on it. It's like football tennis in there. Anyway, Uber to chase this man down. Penalties awarded to Leicester. Anyway, Mick, superb save. Keeps it at 5-1. Keeps Peckham in the game, really, because the momentum would have been with Leicester then. Throwing for Peckham there, comes inside. Picked up for the feet of Cam. Good footwork, goes past the player there. Holds it up well, pops it off to Charlie. He's going to pop it all the way out to Ben. Pop it back out again to Charlie. Cut it back. Play it again. It's good football. It's a suspect touch, but we go to make up for it. The corner comes in for Peckham. Nothing can quite be made of it. Goes straight back up in the air. Header flicks on. Keeper gets there. Unfortunate for Jim doesn't get a goal there. Now the ball comes out to John Woolley. Takes a touch. He's absolutely clotheslined. He's cleaned out of the game. That's a substitute anyway. And Uber returns to the field of play after having given away that penalty. It's one of the funniest ones I've seen, but we're not professionals. Right, it's have a bit of fun. Anyway, Ben picks it up, finds himself a bit of space, pings it out to John Woolley, latches onto the volley, and unfortunately did not connect with that the way he'd anticipated. If he had, that would have been an absolute rocket. And the ball comes down. Dino, yeah, again, showing his class. Absolutely rinsing that geezer. Coming inside, popping it back off to the centre-back. 5-1. Owen plays it into the path of Charlie with a ridiculous turn. They get it clear, but only out for a throw-in. If I could just please remind you and ask you to like, comment and subscribe. If you're feeling generous, share the video out there. Follow us on our journey. You know, we're just trying to propel ourselves up the table and earn as many points as possible whilst enjoying ourselves, playing with our friends, which is what it's all about. Get there. Anyway, Danny takes a free kick quickly, plays it into the channel, Uber latching onto it. He's not got the left foot delivery on him, so he cuts it back onto his right. Feeds in John Woolley. He finds himself a yard, gets it into the centre. He can't quite get the shot off because the man gets out to him, but it only gets as far as Dino. He spins the man, listens to the call, plays it out, wide right to Gibbo. Excuse me, he picks it up. I don't know what possessed him to think he's got the blistering pace to go past this geezer. He puts the tackle in. He puts the second tackle in and it's straight out for a throw-in. A great debut. Ben to come off, Ricky to come back on. Leicester take a quick free kick. Pretty much goes out for a goal kick. In fact, does go out for a goal kick. Mick gets it. Looks to take it quickly, throws it out to the edge of the box. Lumps it straight up the field, and look at this. Absolute sheer class from John Woolley there. Brings it out over the top. He's playing for the cameras here. It's 5-1. He's just brought it down. He's going to try and go for goal. As the shot, keeper gets there. Now, 4 men in the box that I can count. He tries to go around them all, get the left foot shot off. But it was class, to be fair. Danny picks it up. Nice little pass into the path of Jim. Just keeping the ball. Apart from Rick, he gets put on the weights. He's down on the floor. They go on a counter-attack down his right-hand side. He manages to somehow ride the tackle off Danny. Picks it up, places it down the line. Look at this, look. A nutmeg. Nah, you don't nutmeg me, mate. Uber recovers. Takes both of them out of the game. Sends it out of the pitch. Unfortunately, we can't get there. But we do manage to keep the pressure put on them, stand them up, and force a mistake. It's famous last words, ain't it? I've said that you force a mistake. Look, they're going to play tiki-taka football. 1-2s galore. He managed to pick it up as a shot through the legs of our player and nearly had some humble pie there and that just dragged wide. Anyway, the throw for Peckham here. They're just looking to grind out these last couple of minutes. They know they've got to win. We'd like to think they've got to win at 5-1 in the 93rd minute, but it's lumped out the pitch. The pitch holds it up very well, actually, to be fair. John Woolley uses his body very cleverly. That's the shot. It's just over the bar, unfortunately. Anyway, that will be the end of it. That will finish full-time, 5-1, Peckham RYE. A very good game from Leicester there. Thank you for the hospitality. Good luck for the rest of the season. If I can remind you, please like, comment, subscribe. Get the views up and follow us on our journey. Although, look at this. Ricky, he's even kicked out.